Hey y'all, my name is Rudy. Welcome to Rudy World. Somebody commented about saying, hey guys, trying something new here. Anyway, thanks for hanging out guys. Thanks for all your support. This video deals with the dreaded OC007B. Just like the issue itself, I've made this video at least 4 times. I lost track. Let's hope we can get through this without any other issues. So, fire up your favorite game, and all of a sudden this appears. Usually it's been doing this all along when you installed it. I'm running Windows 10. This is probably applicable to Windows 11 and some of the other operating systems. We're going to be working on this. I just realized that I didn't reset this up, so I'm going to go ahead and set this up for myself. Like I said, I just can't do this again. It's always had to pick a longer video. Bear with me 1 second here. I'm going to clear out what I got here. 1 second here. Okay, stand by. I'm just going to undo the fix I made earlier here. So we'll see the same issue as it comes up. Should work. Okay, awesome. Alright guys, here's how this works. I fire up my 4.37 Falcon BMS. Great game. Used to be Falcon 4.0. Great team reworked it, and it's a great community simulator now. However, like I said, I've been fighting this for about 2 months. Because when I start the game, first part of it's fine. It's just that when I hit the launch 4.37, I get this error. I've been fighting this for about 2 months. I tried a DLL fixer that I paid for, got my refund. I spent 3 days with Microsoft engineers trying to figure out this thing. They said, oh, it's a system file, and they pretty much said they couldn't help me. I went to the developer, and they were completely worthless. And with the Falcon guys had some good inputs, and I used some of them to try to troubleshoot. Again, my video is all about helping you do stuff and things and to cut back on the issues that you have. So we're going to go through quite a lengthy process here to get this going. One of my videos, attempts that I made over here, you couldn't hear me because I had the fan blasting, so I got the fan off. So now I don't sound like I'm speaking into the wind. Okay, so we already established that it doesn't work. So what we want to do is game directories in here, and we're going to start this list from the top, work our way. You don't have to take this in order. You can take this in any order that you wish. I'm going to put up, and I realize some of you guys are watching it on your phone, so I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger so everybody can see. Step 1 would be try to uninstall and reinstall the game. I do not believe in formatting your system for any reason. I believe that's just poor troubleshooting skills, and your technical skills needs to be updated a little bit more. Wipe and load, anybody can do. Next thing you want to do is you want to try running the exe in compatibility mode. So we'll get to the directory here. So Sims, Flight, Falcon BMS. Go to the launcher. That's your same thing as the icon up there. You right click over it, you go into properties, go into compatibility, and you can try a couple things. You can run this as an administrator right here, or you can also try to run it in compatibility mode with Windows 7, Windows 8, even Windows XP, depending on how old your products are. I had this issue on 4 games. That was Train Sim 5, Train Sim World 5, in other words, Train Sim World 2024, Falcon BMS, and something called Fly Inside Flight Simulator. These solutions didn't work, but I worked through all of them, but I've heard that they do work for other people, so we're going to continue. Next thing you want to do is you want to open up command prompt. That's over here. You type in CMD, run as administrator. To save time on this, I'm going to open up Notepad here, and I'm going to paste in here what you guys need to put. Try to make this a little bit bigger where it's easier to read. Anyway, everything goes in here. You don't have to clear out anything, just put it right behind the System32. First thing we're going to do is we're going to try to run check disk R. This right here will check your hard disk and repair any bad sectors it may find. Go ahead and hit enter and run that through in the command prompt. And next thing, if that doesn't work, then you want to go in here into, actually you can go this way. Go into properties in this PC. Put in the word update. Check for updates. Windows update. You want to make sure that your Windows is up to date. Click this and it will check if you have the latest update. The newest version that we have here is 22H2. That's going to be important a little later on. If that doesn't work, the next step here is, again, in the command prompt, cmd, run as admin. Anyway, keep in mind, like I said, to save time here, this video will be extra long. It's already long enough. I hope you guys had your coffee. But I'm pretty confident that this will fix your issues. So what should be typing in the command prompt, I'm going to type here in my notepad. It's called the SFC Scan Now. This is called the System Files Checker. It's used to check all of your core files in the computer. Make sure they're good. Here's what that looks like. For the 5. Put this right behind the System32. So SFC / space scan now. That'll run through and check its integrity of its system files. Sometimes it finds them, sometimes it doesn't. A better tool in the same area is I'm about to show you now. So again, in the command prompt here, I'm just going to put all these at the same time here. So we're going to start with these two guys, one at a time. This does take some time to actually run, just as the SFC Scan Now. Type in this DISM space / online space / cleanup hyphen image / scan health. That'll take a little while. And then you want to do check health. When you're done with those two guys, you can also run this last part of DISM. That's this command. Again, this is all in command prompt. This part here, you can actually type it in just this part alone. This right here, you can point it either at an ISO or your Windows directory, or actually your Windows disk. So we'll compare the files it's expecting and to the files it has, and checks to make sure that they're most current. If that doesn't work, the next step would be to go into Microsoft and find your Windows 10 image file. Either try to find the version that you have, which I showed you how to find. If that doesn't work, then you want to get the latest. You can't go backwards, you can't go forward. 22H2, I believe, is the latest version. I was able to download the image, and I did like an update in place. That means you log into the computer like this, you open the disk drive, or you mount the ISO, whatever you choose, and you want to make sure you are able to click Keep Files, Settings, and Programs and Applications. That's grayed out, you have the wrong version. You could do it that way, but you lose all your stuff, which would be almost like a wipe and load, which we want to avoid doing. This will again install all the files in there, but again, for me, for some odd reason, this did not work. Don't know why. Okay, The next thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at the DxDiag. The three areas that all these errors, the OXC007B always point to, is DirectX. So diag tool is DxDiag. Run this as administrator. And here in a minute, see where it pops up at. This will tell you if there's any issues with this. Most of the time it'll prompt the issue. You can check out all the different areas and see if it works. Next page here. No problems found. That's what you're looking for. This also helps out if you're working with a developer and they want to see all your stuff, like what type of graphics card you have, what CPU, how much RAM, all this stuff. You do save all this information and you attach it to your trouble ticket that you're working with, or the vendor you're working with. Okay, that doesn't work. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to find the DirectX offline installer. I'll move this over so you can see it. Got two different versions of this. You can do the end user, which means it pulls everything off the internet. This will also install DirectX 9, 10, 11, all the audios and everything that you had. Sometimes, however, this thing will claim that it doesn't want to install because there's more current version. If you do the offline installer, it's a little bit larger. It downloads everything for you, and most of the time you'll be able to reinstall DirectX for everything it has. Now, Windows 10 is native with DirectX 12. This means you can also put in the 9, 10, and 11. That's what this is kind of for. You can download that. Again, I tried this, so we're going to go ahead and press on to the next step here. So this is a bit of fun here. You can go into settings here, and you can do uninstall apps, and let's see if this works. Network. Yeah, okay. So as you can see on the computer here, there is a bunch of Microsoft.net, that's what it's called. Not sure if it's still around, but it was definitely used. What you want to do is you want to take every one of these and uninstall it. Once you're done with uninstalling everything, you want to go ahead and reboot the system. Notice that I have the 32-bit and the 64-bit of each of these versions. The good thing about all this is there is, and yes, Notepad's coming up again. Unfortunately, the one thing I can't control is things that are available to you on the internet which are not. So, I was able to find, and I'll put these in the link, or in the description below here. These guys have, there's a website, and if it's down or if it's unavailable, you want to try to find .NET all-in-one install. This is what I put into Google to find this. And what this does is instead of having to go to the Microsoft webpage and uninstalling them one at a time, because there's quite a few of them as you can see, this will install everything. Reboot, try again. If that doesn't work, the next thing you want to do is we're going to hit up the other component. It's three areas that actually usually cause this. One is the .NET, one is DirectX, and the other one is the C++. So we're going to go back up to the top here. And we're going to put in C++, which is another collection of files. He's been around for quite some time as well. You have a lot of games like I do. You have various versions, everything from 2005 to 2022. Always did the redistributables. You can either do them one at a time, or again, in this one, you can search. So let's set this up for you guys. Actually, we're done with this area over here. Looks like nothing's going to surprise me today. There we go. Okay, so for this one, in Google, we'll type in Visual C++ all-in-one download and install. This happens to be a site that was up at the time where I made the video, and you want to download those. Again, just like the other one, once you uninstall everything, this is all-in-one installer should install everything at the same time. It works very, very well. So make that bigger again for you guys. Hang on a second. There we go. Okay, if this doesn't work, the next thing you want to do is try to find a DirectX missing files. There's several of these formats out there. I just tried the Google Drive. I will try it again and see if it comes up. I had an issue with this last time. I'm posting the link. Maybe it's down for the day. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's the internet. It's hit or miss. I'm going to find several copies of this. Give it a whirl. Let me see if this actually works. Okay, that works. So, website, got this file. Can't preview it. Go ahead and download it. It's a zip file. I'll go ahead and show it to you here as well. So what I did with mine is, I'm just going to open up another tab here. So this one's under my downloads. I relabeled it so you guys won't be able to find the name, but it's this guy here. Open it up. Inside of it is a 7B, which is this one here. Go ahead and click on that. Those are the ones I don't need here. This is what we're looking for. So here's the fun part. This is actually what fixed my problem. I did start here, but it didn't work, and I read a little bit more, and I figured out a little bit more what you can do with this. So in some cases, you can actually go ahead and take these files, there's quite a few of them, and dump them into wherever the launcher is, or the core directory of the game, which would be Falcon BMS 4.37 right here. I did this here, it didn't work, so I thought about it a little bit more, and I said, you know what, let me see if I can find a 64-bit directory. So in this one, it's in the bin, x64. I'm going to take all these guys, top, hit Control-Shift. You can open this with WinRAR, Win7, WinZip, whatever you're using, doesn't really matter. And you can actually just drag this stuff right over. I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to do it again because I had this happen earlier. Second time it worked just fine after it embarrassed me. So, let's do this again. So do it here this time live. I swear I had the wind blowing because I was talking to the fan. That didn't work out. I made this video, then realized I had a different type of desktop. I shouldn't have displayed that, so I had to redo that video. Like I said, it's been a long, long day, but in the end, I'm hoping this works out. I can't believe you guys are here towards the end. I really appreciate that. There we go. Everything's coming over. Everything is there. We're going to close out this. Close out that. Like this. It must be getting faster. I'm looking at my time. This is about as long attention span you guys can get, but I guarantee this usually should work. If this doesn't, guys, post in comments if what worked, if it worked. If you guys have any issues, I really appreciate your feedback. I have no idea what you guys think of these videos, despite the fact that it's really, really long, but I wanted to put all-in-one solution for this. So we're right back to this screen here. Launch. Oh yeah, 1.37 also had a thing with my Oculus, the Steam, Oculus Steam did something weird to this. So I had to uninstall that, reinstall it, but I was able to get this screen, and this is always where it crashed. So 4.37, here's the launch. Voila, here's your game. Like I said, feel free to try this in any order. The DirectX files are hit or miss, the ones that you're installing on things. Some worked, some didn't. And for me, I play a game and I'm calling it a night. Thank you guys for watching. Check out BMS if you're a sim fan. BMS is a great free product once you purchase the original Falcon 4.0. The team is really great, very helpful. And that's it for me. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching as always. Till next time, take care.